Welcome back to the Europa Universalis 4 Extended Timeline Mod campaign, AI only. Now, as we saw when we left off, Algeria is getting hammered by the British to the north and the Chadians to the south. So we're going to see probably a bit of Saharan desert go to Chad. I'm sure Algeria won't miss it much, except their name on the map will be smaller. But font isn't everything, as we see with Russia. Now, what are the major issues with Russia? We've already talked about them various times before. You're probably getting sick of me talking about them. But the fact is, for their size, they are absolutely useless. They have no development in Siberia, or next to none. They have Vladivostok here, and Novosibirsk, and Omsk. Really. Oh, and along the Urals they have Ekaterinburg, Chelyabinsk, and Perm, and Bashkortostan. I probably pronounced all those wrong, but I'm sorry, I'm not Russian. Oh, and Irkutsk, of course. But anyway, how'd this Filipino war go? No, nowhere apparently. They still have 27,000 troops stranded there, and they're not doing much. Very well, and what we saw at the end of the last episode was Germany declared war, an internal, or maybe internal, EU war. Yes, internal EU war, but they didn't declare on the Czechs, they declared on Switzerland. So an internal EU war versus the Czech Republic and Switzerland. So, you know, 115,000 troops in the Alps is, no, that's not too many. Not at all. They are going to be suffering a lot of attrition from that. Let's have a look, actually. Oh yeah, you know, casual 3.7%. I can't be bothered doing the maths right now, but that's quite ridiculous. That's about, oh, if it was 4%, it'd be about 4,600 troops a month. That's a lot of troops. Anyway, so you know they're not going to the relatively better provinces of the Czech Republic or anything. They're just going to go after this. Also, I think, yeah, the supply limit's really broken currently in the extended timeline mod. It used to be really good, but as you can see, the only green provinces are in China. And that's only with really high base tax. So they may have reorganized it, but I'm pretty sure that's broken now. Because a lot of the land used to be greener. Yeah, and the supply limit's terrible. Anyway, looks like Germany already annexed most of Switzerland, apart from Graubünden. And we have St. Gallen, Waldstadt, Zurich, Bern, Watt, and Wallace under German administration now. Well, not yet. They need to core it. But anyway, let's have a look how this is over. But there's a Slovenian-Montenegrin war we have to look at. So Chad, annexing 3 provinces of prime Sahara Desert. Really good for Chad. I mean, their name's like almost as big as Brazil's, but the base tax is comparatively terrible. Oh dear. Poor Chad. One day they will get their own back though. And we have a Slovenian-Montenegrin war here. Really nice boats actually. Oh, they're walking their troops through Croatia. That's going to be interesting. Slovenia and Hungary versus Montenegro. Or Montenegro. I'm not quite sure. I'm thinking it's Montenegro. But anyway, Gauls and Crane. Oh, looks like Hungary's already going to grab it for them. Very nice though. So Montenegro is going to go under Slovenian control. Very good for Slovenia. They'll gain 1 province of mountains. I guess they have to capitalize on what they get though. I mean, they could have gone after Albania, which is a comparatively stronger enemy, or Montenegro. So they definitely went for the better, the weaker enemy there. And of course, now they can access Kosovo as well. and they also split Raska off from the rest of Croatia. Now, if they access Kosovo, they can go after the remnants of the Serbian Empire, Macedonia, and of course they can still go after Albania. Very nice indeed for them. Very well, what else do we have? We have the Malayan-Filipino Nationalist War. That is going to go terribly for the Philippines. We have the Swedish conquest of Sjælland, and the Nigerian Equato-Guinean Nationalist War. The Equato-Guineans are going to get absolutely hammered there. But the reconquest of Sjælland, or the conquest of Sjælland, are going to go really well. Oh, mind you, it's Sweden, Germany, and Belgium versus the Netherlands, Denmark, and Russia. That's going to be a bit interesting, but Russia... Oh, no, they got Russians going into Finnmark. And, of course, Sjælland's already occupied. And the Swedes actually outnumber the Russians currently, and the Russians aren't bringing up any more troops for a while. They have 57,000 in Nanets, but will they make it there on time? Probably not. Denmark's almost fully occupied already. Finn and Lolland left. Oh, with Bornholm in tow. Oi! Wait. Okay, so... Germany was the co-belligerent. Oh, Germany was a helper in the war. And, you know, Sweden's like, oh, for your good service, Germany, we're just going to give you all of the Dutch land. So it looks like Germany's actually... it's very, very likely that Germany's going to be the size it was back in Hitler's day. Very nice for Germany. Not so nice for the rest of the EU. The full annexing the Netherlands. Oh, dear. I'm sad now. Being Dutch, myself, on one side of my family, that... Oh, man. Luckily, we're also German on that side of the family, and apologies if that was loud. Oh, dear. Well then. What else do we have? We have that Indian-Pakistani nationalist war. That's what I was hoping for. But anyway, let's check out the Malayan-Filipino nationalist war. So that's, yeah, the Filipinos are going to get thrashed. And the Sudanese-Algerian imperialist war. So that's Sudan. I don't know. It's Sudan and Libya versus Algeria. That's probably not going to go as well as the Chad war did. But anyway, we have India versus Pakistan. Very interesting indeed. So Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and United Arab Emirates. Oh dear. Well, this is going to be quite exciting. Are you ready, everyone? Watch out for massive troop movement. Well, looks like we have 66,000 Pakistanis up against a massive Indian military. Whoa! Okay, the Indians just got thrashed. Wow, okay, that was amazing what a 2-star general can do. Oh, was the troop 9? No wonder. Oh wait, no, that's the good one. Oh, never mind. They're dead. Now let's try and see whether we can go up to speed 4 without too much issues. No, we can't manage it very well. Sorry, it's just the fact that they're fielding over 1 million troops for one country is really making the game lag. I mean, my computer's beefy, but it can't handle that, unfortunately. Hopefully when everything slows down, we will be able to properly play the game at a decent pace. So Umarkot just got killing off the remnants of the Pakistani military. Anyway, let's have a look. Sudanese-Algerian imperialist war and the Swedish conquest of Sjælland. Let's have a look at the Sudanese... Yeah, wow, Libya just completely cutting through the more southern parts of Algeria, along with Gafsa, Constantine, and parts of Tunisia that Algeria annexed. Anyway, so they are sending... You see, the Libyans are intelligent. They're sending 1,000 stacks through the desert. And they do have maybe 10,000 now in Marrakech. Nope, no, never mind. So what else are we doing? We have the full occupation of Denmark currently. It looks like Sweden's main military force is isolated though, so Russia could easily take it right now. However, yeah, they are one tech behind in military too, but they're letting them go. That was a bad move, Russia. So Russia's fighting Germany in the Norwegian Alps. Or, I'm not actually quite sure what the mountain range is called, but very interesting. So they basically own the Pskov region, which was Pskov and Ostrov, and they own Novgorod and Reserve currently. But, you know, 120,000 troops. Yeah, ooh, this may be pretty close actually. Oh, they lost the attacker penalty. Anyway, that was a combined Swedish-German force. Who else is involved? Is Belgium still involved? Yes. Belgium is still involved on the Swedish side. Let's have a look. Oh, it's over. Nothing happened to the Russians. But to the Danish, we have Bornholm, Sjælland, Midtjylland, Midtjylland, and Nordjylland. I'm sorry, I always used to call it Midtjylland whenever the Danish owned it, because it looks like that, because in English it's a bit messed up. But what can you do about that? Yes, I know, change to the Danish language pack, that's not the point. Colombian-Dutch imperialist war, Mexican-Salvadorian nationalist war, Nigerian-Sao Tomean nationalist imperialist war. That's going to be easy, we won't even bother looking at that. But, looks like, oh, an Iranian-Pakistani. Oh, well, Pakistan just got basically eliminated. Eastern Pakistan just got absolutely hammered. And Pakistan's getting absolutely hammered. But it's Pakistan, United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, and Saudi Arabia, so we may see a proper force here. But there's 75,000 troops in Basra, and they're not actually moving. They could easily help their Pakistani allies by attacking Western Iran, but they're not doing it. Very unfortunate indeed, but what can you do? Well, there is a thing you could do, and that's take over control of the United Arab Emirates and absolutely destroy Iran, but, you know, I think they've had enough issues as it is in the recent years. Colombian-Dutch imperialist war. That's Colombia and Venezuela. Oh, it's over already. Jeez, okay. So what happened? It doesn't look like anything happened. But they were both getting pretty hammered. Venezuela managed to take, I'm not sure how long ago, but Barbados, St. Lucia, and Trinidad. Did they take Curacao? No, they didn't. Oh, that's... Okay. Curacao was the only province that went to Colombia. Very well. Oh, no, and... No. Okay, Curacao. The US is slowly expanding their influence in the Caribbean. It's really the only place they can. However, they could go south to Mexico, and Mexico's at war with El Salvador, I think we already mentioned that. But not actually moving 50,000 troops in to attack El Salvador, so unfortunately that's going to go nowhere. Panama serves to be a good buffer state here. And... yeah, that's really about it in America. We don't have too many issues going on there. Oh dear, again. I do apologize. Iran's actually losing the war now because the Saudi Arabia is moving, and so now is the United Arab Emirates. Well, looks like Iran's gonna really have to negotiate quickly, because they've already essentially lost with... They do have 100,000 troops standing by, but they're really going to need to remove their threats. And unfortunately, they are outnumbered, so we'll see how this goes. They should send those 4,000 stacks here to attack southern Pakistan, but they're not going to. Well then. Very, very boring indeed. The AI had the advantage and they didn't take it. So, what are you doing? Still at war with Sao Tome and Principe and Gabon. Or Gabon, sorry. And of course that you can see that little patch, obviously, that's from the developers, from the mod developers, sorry, moving out the, rubbing out the inaccuracies of the actual owners. That's why there's the weird thing here where it's, like, barely any land. And, ooh, hello, Yemeni separatists in Socotra. Well, we may see a Yemen on one island. Anyway, I think we'll end the episode here. Sudan's actually going through and cleaning up Algeria, so we may see quite a powerful Sudan, maybe, if they can core it. I mean, they'll probably take a bit of Tunisia or something, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video.